Well, it's not only them, it's you people. I mean, a lot of people are saying that he's badly disfigured. They're saying that he lost his leg, one leg, and he's been hurt very badly. Other people are saying he's dead. Nobody's saying he's 100% healthy.
Leaked audio reveals Mojtaba Khamenei's dramatic escape from death during Israeli missile barrage on his father's compound. Iran's new supreme leader survived deadly precision strike by mere seconds, stepping outside moments before catastrophic impact. Shocking details emerge about Israeli missiles specifically targeting Ali Khamenei's fortified residence. Audio captures twist of fate preserving Mojtaba, who exited building just before Blue Sparrow warheads obliterated the structure. Mojtaba Khamenei narrowly escaped death by mere seconds during a targeted strike, as disclosed in leaked audio reported by The Telegram. The airstrike, executed on February 28, specifically aimed at the compound belonging to the late Supreme Leader Khamenei, where key family members were present amid escalating regional hostilities. Leaked audio from a March 12 meeting captures discussions among senior Iranian clerics and IRGC commanders, detailing the sequence of events surrounding the compound attack. The head of protocol for Khamenei's office reportedly informed those present that Mojtaba had been inside the same building targeted in the assault, placing him at immediate risk. However, moments before the missiles impacted and killed his father, Mojtaba had stepped outside the structure, averting direct exposure to the strike. Mazahar Hosseini said, and I quote, "God's will was that Mojtaba had to go out to the yard to do something and then return. He was outside and was heading upstairs when they struck the building with a missile." Unquote. Hosseini reportedly addressed the assembly, noting that at least 3 missiles were deployed in the coordinated strike on the Khamenei family compound. One missile struck the precise location where Supreme Leader Khamenei was situated, leading directly to his confirmed death in the operation. Another missile reportedly impacted Mojtaba's personal quarters, the very area where he had been positioned only moments prior to the attack sequence. A third missile hit a nearby residence occupied by a relative, extending the scope of destruction across the targeted family compound. Despite the intensity of the assault, Mojtaba, now serving as Supreme Leader, reportedly sustained only a leg injury and survived, maintaining leadership continuity. On March 16, U.S. President Donald Trump acknowledged uncertainty regarding the status of Iran's new Supreme Leader, stating he did not know if Mojtaba was dead or alive. Trump remarked that reports suggested the leader was badly disfigured and had lost a leg, reflecting ongoing speculation amid conflicting intelligence assessments.
Mr. President, you've said that Iran does want to make a deal. Now, into the 3rd week of this bombing campaign, what would that deal look like? What are the asks that you're making of the government?
They want to make a deal. They're talking to our people. I don't know if they say that to you. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Don't forget, they are a country that for years, I didn't know this until recently, they're a country based on disinformation. And now they're using disinformation plus AI. And that's a terrible situation. That's a terrible situation. They showed all sorts of things happening in the last 2 weeks that never happened. Between their kamikaze boats that don't exist, between blowing up the aircraft carrier, one of the great ships in the world, the Abraham Lincoln, on fire. They showed it on fire. I called the general. I said, General, what's with the Abraham Lincoln? It looks like it's burning down. No, it's not burning down. Not a bullet was ever fired at it, sir. They know better. I said, this is my first glimpse of AI and what they've done with it. They showed buildings in Tel Aviv burning to the ground, high-rises burning. They showed buildings in Qatar. They showed buildings in Saudi Arabia burning, and they weren't burning. They weren't hit. It was all AI-based. Terrible. It's terrible. And that's their only, I think that's the only thing they do well. They're negotiating. And we always talk. Somebody said, well, would you talk? Why would you even talk to them? I talk to everybody because sometimes good things come out of it. But I don't know if they're ready yet. They're taking a pounding. I don't know if they're ready yet. And we don't even know their leaders. Look, all of their leaders are dead, as far as we know. But they're all dead. We don't know who we're dealing with. We knocked out the first group. Then the second group met 88 met to pick the leader because the first group was all dead, and the second group got knocked out. They're all dead. Then a third group met. I would think they're a little nervous about meeting. I don't know if they're nervous. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're crazy. If they're not nervous, then they're crazy. But we met with the next group, but we don't know who their leader is. We have people wanting to negotiate. We have no idea who they are. Yeah, please, Peter.
Thanks, President Trump. What are your advisors telling you about the Ayatollah's son, the new supreme leader? What are they telling you about him?
Well, it's not only them, it's you people. I mean, a lot of people are saying that he's badly disfigured. They're saying that he lost his leg, one leg, and he's been hurt very badly. Other people are saying he's dead. Nobody's saying he's 100% healthy. And he hasn't spoken because the Ayatollah would sit and he'd spew hate from a form of a throne. Not as nice as a throne. I like the English throne much better. But it was a fancy chair. But he'd spew hate from his chair. But you'd see him a lot, right? This one we haven't seen at all. So that could be for a lot of different reasons. We don't know, Peter, if he's dead or not.
And now that you've announced...
I will say this, nobody's seen him, which is unusual.
Something else. Now that you've announced that the U.S. has destroyed all of Iran's mine-laying ships, why can't the U.S. just immediately reopen the Strait of Hormuz?
Well, we could, but it takes two to tango. We have to get people to take their billion-dollar ship and drive it up. If when Pepe has his big sugar ships coming around and they cost $1 billion, and we say, I think it's okay now, Pepe, take your ship, drive it through the Strait of Hormuz. He may say, let me wait a little while, because it takes ship owners, and these ships are very expensive. They can cost up to $2 billion. So they don't want to take a chance that, gee, I think you'll be okay. They got to know it. So they don't have to set, we don't know if they even set any mines. But the thought that they may have is enough to keep people from saying, we don't need it. Now, we are pounding that area, that coast, as you know, left side. We're pounding it, like really pounding it hard. And again, they may have no mine set. We hit every one of their mine droppers. They call it the mine layers, right? The ships. They're pretty sophisticated ships. Every one of them is gone. But it only takes one. So it's a little unfair. You win a war, but they have no right to be doing what they're doing. But we're hitting them very hard. And today is a big day where we're pounding a certain area that has very much to do with the Strait. And I think we'll get it going very soon. In addition, we do have other nations coming in.
This revelation coincides with Israel's assertion that a top Iranian security official was eliminated in an airstrike on March 16th, part of intensified targeted operations. Israel's defense minister Israel Katz and the IDF officially declared Ali Larijani deceased, positioning the strike as a significant development in the conflict. Subsequently, Larijani's Telegram channel published a handwritten note attributed to him, casting doubt on the finality of the Israeli claims. Iran provided no immediate confirmation on Larijani's fate, allowing ambiguity to persist while leadership structures remained operational. Larijani's potential death would signal a substantial leadership transition in Iran, following the earlier assassination of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. Larijani functioned as the right-hand man to the late Supreme Leader Khamenei until the latter's killing, playing a pivotal role in security coordination. Since Khamenei's death, the security chief has been characterized as a central figure within the regime, guiding responses amid the ongoing confrontations.
This morning we eliminated Ali Larijani. Ali Larijani is the boss of the Revolutionary Guards, which is the gang of gangsters that actually runs Iran. We also eliminated the commander of the basage alongside him. These are the gangsters' assistants. who spread terror on the streets of Tehran and other cities of Iran against the population. We are also operating there. We are operating from the air with Air Force planes, with drones, and there we are acting as well. We are undermining this regime in the hope of giving the Iranian people a chance to remove it. It will not happen all at once. It will not happen easily. But if we persist in this, we will give them a chance to take their fate into their own hands. At the same time, we are helping our American friends in the Gulf. I spoke at length with U.S. President Trump yesterday on this issue. There's cooperation between our Air Force and Navy, between President Trump and I and his people. We will help with both indirect attacks, which create tremendous pressure on the Iranian regime, and also with direct actions. There are many more surprises. We will make war with tricks. We will not reveal all the tricks here, but I told you, there are many.